Welcome, licensee. If you're watching this, that means one of two things. Either you're going through the process of setting up your base and the wares you just bought are not located on your starting planet. Or you've come here at a later point to learn how contracts work. If you're watching this as part of your introduction to Apex, but all the wares you bought are already in your inventory, you may skip right ahead to my transmission on the topic of production. If not, stick around. Now, as I said, if the commodities you bought are in none of your inventories yet, you now have to go and get them. This happens when neither your base nor any of your ships are currently at the location where you made the purchase. The moment you made your first purchase, a contract popped up in the sidebar. If you cannot see the sidebar, you can toggle it on the left by clicking SDBR for sidebar. Click a contract ID to see more information. Alternatively, you can open a list of all your contracts by using the cons command. Next, click View to open the details of a contract, and you will see that the units you ordered have been paid, reserved for you, and are awaiting pickup. The button labeled Fulfill is grayed out because you have no ship at the location to pick up the cargo, so you have to send one. You're now going to learn the exact steps required to pick up your cargo. For more extensive information on the subject of space travel, please view my transmission labeled Spaceflight. If your fleet overview window is not open yet, bring it up now using the fleet command shortcut in the left sidebar. Then open one of your ship's cargo holds by clicking its cargo space. Note that a ship's cargo space is limited, and for bigger purchases it might be necessary to send multiple ships. Your cargo hold is limited by the available space in cubic meters and maximum weight in tons of its contents. In the contract buffer that opens up, you can see the target planet's ID. Now hit the flight button next to the desired ship's entry in the fleet window to bring up the ship flight control. Copy the target planet's ID into the flight control's destination field. Next, make sure to toggle on planetary landing if your target is a planet and not a station before you set the fuel usage. The higher the fuel usage, the sooner your spacecraft will arrive, but setting it to 100% means that it won't have a drop of fuel left to return home and the trip would be unreasonably expensive. Note that, depending on the distance of your trip, you may not be able to spend 100% of your fuel. In any case, the flight will take several hours during which you cannot do anything but wait. Your ship's position is tracked on the system maps and universe map as a yellow triangle. If you do not see it, toggle on Fleet in the bottom right corner. Once your ship has arrived, the Fulfill buttons of the active contracts you have at your target location will turn green. If they don't, the reason might be that the target market is on the planet's surface and your ship is still in orbit. To fix that, select the ship's Fly button in the fleet window again. Enter the ID of the planet it is orbiting, check Planetary Landing, and select Start once more. By now, the Fulfill buttons on the active contracts you have on that market should have turned green. Click them to load up your ship with the goods you purchased. Before you send your ship back home, make sure to also buy any input materials while your ships are still at the market. You can learn which materials to buy in my transmission labeled Production. Take care of that first, and once you have all your wares, have your ship returned to your base. If you do not know your home planet's ID, click the BS command shortcut on the left. You will find the ID listed under Planet. Once it arrives back home, make sure to drag and drop the materials you purchased from its cargo space into your base's inventory. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this video, subscribe to our channel for more instructional content, behind the scenes footage and more. And of course, make sure to have a look at Prosperous Universe. See you in Apex.